Hello everyone, welcome to GameTech UK and my gaming news series. This is where I like to keep you as updated as possible. So let's get on with today's video. Looks like we're getting another cloud-based subscription service, this time from Amazon in the shape of Luna. They're calling it Luna. It's going to start at $5.99 per month. It's going to have around 100 games at launch, and you can buy an extra controller that directly connects to the internet. So it really does seem that these large companies do want a slice of the holy grail of gaming, it seems, which is the Netflix of gaming. No one has actually accomplished that, but Microsoft is getting very, very close with the Game Pass and the xCloud. We've also got, of course, PlayStation Now, and the most recently released Stadia from Google, which isn't having the smoothest of launch. You never really even hear of Stadia. It's just something that got released and is now forgotten. So what is the main difference of Luna? If you put to one side the fact that this is just another subscription service for us gamers to choose from, or even the fact that it's not even available globally yet, only in parts of America, so they are effectively charging people $5.99 a month to really be a beta tester while they get the service up and running. Put all that to one side, it could be the hardware behind Luna that gets them the success they're after. If you look at Google Stadia, that runs on Linux server blades, and plenty of developers have complained about the fact that it's quite hard to get their game ported over to that server blade. Microsoft xCloud currently uses Xbox S server blades. They are going to upgrade to Xbox Series X very soon. Luna uses powerful Windows server blades, and for the GPU they're using NVIDIA. It is, in comparison to the other online services, this is going to be extremely powerful and easy for developers to port their games over onto the service. So could this finally be the online service, subscription service, that overcomes that problem of the service being only as good as your internet connection? As with the other online subscription services, you can run this on many different devices. Obviously, being Amazon, it's going to be geared towards their own devices like Amazon Fire TV or their tablets, but you can run it on a PC, a laptop. You can run it on your Apple phone. You can't run it on Android just yet. I'm sure by the time, if and when it comes to the UK, the Android app will be available. I like the sound of the controller as well, although I don't like the price. £50 if you want to use their controller. The difference in their controller is the fact that it connects to the broadband router itself, not the device. So it means that they're thinking about different ways to reduce input lag, and hopefully it means they're really thinking about the service. Sounds like there's going to be about 100 games at launch, which is similar to Google Stadia. Some of them seem pretty good. We've got the new Assassin's Creed on there. We've got 2 Point Hospital. Grid is going to be on there as well. Watchdog Legions, The Brothers. And we've got Everspace on there as well. There's nothing really exciting on there. Certainly nothing outside that you would get with Xbox Game Pass. Also, one of the worrying things for me is it seems like they're offering a 2-tier subscription. We've got Luna Plus, which is going to give you access to channels. Now, the first channel is going to be Ubisoft. Now, whether that means that you have to pay extra on Luna Plus to get the new Assassin's Creed or Watchdog Legions, I'm not sure. But the fact that there could be subscriptions within a subscription is a little bit worrying. As much as the online space for subscriptions is very, very crowded already, it's hard not to get excited when you get a new service. The fact that you can run it anywhere, you don't have to worry about performance of your machine. Any old phone would run it, any old tablet or an old PC, you don't have to worry about storage space. It's very hard not to get excited. Now, I work in the studio all day, so they're not really of use to me. I'm never away from my console or my PC. But if I was a commuter or I had spare time at work, these online subscription services, they have got a place, and if done correctly, this could be very exciting. We don't want Microsoft to have the monopoly, however good the service they're offering at the moment. We want consumer choice. So the fact that Amazon's doing one, the fact that Google's there, the fact that you've got PlayStation Now, it's good for us as the gamer and the consumer, but really, ultimately, the best service is going to win. Now, something quite interesting in Luna is the fact that on Apple iOS, it doesn't run as an app, it actually runs in Safari. Now, does this mean that there is a possibility that it just runs on a web browser? In which case, I'm looking at you, Nintendo Switch. Can you imagine having access to all those PC games on your Nintendo Switch? That could be fantastic. One thing that does annoy me in the way that they market these online services is these 4K 60 frames a second. The internet and the infrastructure in most countries just isn't set up for this. I wish they would just say 1080p 60 frames. Most devices that you're going to be playing on are a lot smaller than, say, your 4K TV at home. So the fact that 1080 on a small phone or tablet would be absolutely perfect. And of course, you can downscale it and you can choose the setting that you want. But I think advertisement wise, people just roll their eyes when they see 4K 60. It's realistically not achievable. Now, Luna is going to come with a system very similar to Google Stadia in that if you're watching someone play a game on YouTube and it's on Google Stadia, you can just press a button to launch it directly from there. The same is going to be true for Luna, albeit on Twitch rather than YouTube. Not everybody knows that Amazon actually owns Twitch. Now, if Luna starts to grow to the point where it's getting exclusive games put onto the system, what you may find is that there's incentives given to your favorite Twitch streamers to promote that particular game because it's on Luna. I'm sure that will happen in the future, but it has got a quick launch feature just like Google Stadia. Now, of course, big companies like Amazon, they do like to bolster their portfolio and look after their shareholders, and adding a service like this will do just that. And of course, don't forget, Amazon own the AWS, which is the Amazon Web Service, and Luna is going to be part of that. So a service like this is probably quite easy for Amazon to set up. Are they just going to set it up and pass it on to another supplier? More interestingly, could it be part of the plan to add this to your Prime subscription and really bolster out that Prime subscription the same way that Xbox Game Pass is doing it? But in this one, you'd get obviously your delivery through Amazon and all the movies as well. Could be an interesting move by Amazon. So as always in these gaming news videos, the most important part is what you think, and I would love to know in the comments section below, do you think there is space for another competitor in this competitive online market? Do you think this is just an instant fail? Do you think there's anything good in the service? Are you, like me, interested in the hardware behind this service and think that that maybe could make it a successful venture? I would love to know in the comments section below. But that is it, everyone. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.